In this episode, we're going to go through your screen recording options when using Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, so for this video, we're going to try and actually cover them on different platforms. We're going to have a look at how you can best do it on a MacBook, how you can do it on an iPad, and how you can do it on a Windows device. So we're going to first start with the MacBook, and I would recommend using something like QuickTime. Now, if you don't have QuickTime saved in your little dock bar down the bottom, you can hit Command Spacebar and then start writing QuickTime, and then QuickTime Player will come up. So then we can click on that one. Now, QuickTime is a little bit one of those ones you're like, did it open or didn't it? And what you really need to look for, even though I've got Minecraft on my screen here open, is right at the top here. It just has QuickTime. And so what we do is we just click on File, and then we want a new screen recording. So if we click on New Screen Recording, what will happen is, depending on what you've done before, your options may all be different. And so these two here, right down the bottom here in the left-hand corner, are your two options. So you can go record the entire screen if we want, or you can choose a portion of the screens. If I really kind of didn't want to get the little docking bar down the bottom, I can choose to cut that out. If I don't want myself, whatever it may be, I can make those choices. Otherwise, I just go entire screen. Your other big thing here is with options is you can choose if you want a timer, if you're using a microphone. In this case, I don't have one enabled for this because it's running for this video, and where you want it to save. And normally I would kind of just for this stuff say to the desktop and then move it to the appropriate place from there. Apart from that, you can then click on record. Now I've got two displays going, but most of the time yourself or student will just have one display going. So I'm going to choose display 1, and then that will start recording. And so just like I would expect students to this is a sustainability kind of world where the students have to build a sustainable home or farm. So, we would expect the students, if they were flying, to come up here, explain what this is, and they'll be providing that audio transcript along with their video as well at the same time. So with QuickTime, when you're finished, essentially you would have to hit escape just to get control back of the cursor, or you can kind of go Control Tab and move on. But right again at the top here, there's this little stop button. So if we click on that, that'll just stop, and then our video will come up in the bottom left-hand corner. If you miss that little tile, that's fine. It's just going to save to whoever you told it to save, in this case, the desktop. And so from there I have my video recording. I'm just kind of manually sliding that, and you've kind of got your options as to what you want to do with this. If you've got another third-party editing software that you want to put it in, or you're just happy for it to be the way it is and students just submit it as it is. So that's QuickTime for MacBooks. All right, so let's have a look at our options on a Windows 10 device. Now, depending on how things are set up, either on your personal device, at a school, you may have different options. You may be using a third-party software. You could possibly use the Windows Xbox game bar, but I know a lot of schools tend to have that turned off. The one thing that is always a kind of a fail-safe is going to be PowerPoint and the screen recording abilities in PowerPoint. So what we're going to do first is I'm just kind of escape to pause the game there, and we're going to open up PowerPoint. We just need a blank one, and that's it. We don't need to do anything to it. And what we're navigating to is along our ribbons here is this ability here to record. Now, if you don't see that, what you need to do is you need to go to Files and come down to the bottom left and click on Options. And then we come to Customize Ribbon. Now from there, it's either going to be one of two things. You either come to the right-hand side here and you look for record, and it's probably unticked. So you give that a tick, or you'll come over this side on the left, depending on what version of PowerPoint you're on, and you should see record in there. If you don't see any of it, you're running on a very old version of PowerPoint, so I recommend that you do an update. Now, that's all turned on for me. That is perfect. So I'm going to come over here, and what we're actually looking for once we're in this record tab is this ability here to do a screen recording. Now, don't get it confused with this just record. That will record your PowerPoint as a video. We want to do screen recordings. What we do is we click on that one. These are the options that come up. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to say I want to select the area. At the moment, it's set to full screen, which is fine, but you can choose to kind of click, drag down. You'll see that red line there dragging, and then we can see the area that we're going to record. Now, from there, you can choose to record the pointer or not record the pointer. Most of the time it's on. You choose to have the audio on or off, totally up to you. So we're going to hit record, and then we get this little countdown. Now, we'll come back to that shortcut to stop in a second, but we would basically then just do what we want. We would instruct the students to do their recording. So they would come in, explain, this is what I built, this is why I built it, and this is how it relates to what we're learning, and then moving over to the next one, explaining that, and the next one, you get the gist of it. Now, with PowerPoint, you've got two options to stop the recordings. In Minecraft, you're always going to have to hit escape to get control back of the cursor, and you can come up and bring the cursor to the top middle of the screen, and the little recording bar there will come up, and that's where you can click on stop. Your other option, as you can see that it's appeared, is you can go Windows key, Shift Q. So that's Windows key, Shift Q, and that will stop the recording, and it will bring you back to PowerPoint. Now, it kind of just looks like an image on a PowerPoint, but it's actually a video. So down here, you can see this play button. So if I click play on that, we can kind of see it's moving. If I jump ahead, there we go. And we can see how that is playing on screen. Now, technically, you could save the PowerPoint and get the students to submit the PowerPoint. That absolutely work. But what you can do is there are a couple of little extra features in here. Is that if we kind of right click on our video, is we've got some options here to trim. Okay, so we can kind of take out the sides or change the start times, whatever it may be. So, at the very end there, it was kind of like mucking around a bit. There we go. And then I can click OK, and that will trim up that part of the video. What we're going to do is we're going to right click on it, and we're going to choose to save as media. So this will save it outside of PowerPoint for us. So I'll come into the space. I'm going to just, let's call it Nathan, and it saves as an MP4. That's your option. Let's pop it on the desktop. There we go. And then you can basically just close that down. So I can close my PowerPoint. I don't need to save it as long as you've saved the video. And if I come here, and there it is there, Nathan. So if I double click on that, that will open up and play as an MP4 file. Okay, so recording on an iPad. Now, so to do this, you will have to have something set up initially, and that's the ability to record the screen. So to do that, what we want to do is we want to come down here to our settings, and we're going to click on settings. And then we're going to scroll down until we find, oh, here it is, don't go very far, Control Center. This one here, this is the one that we want. So we're going to click on Control Center, and then this is what appears in your Control Center. So if I don't have recording in there at a moment, so I'm going to scroll down, and this is everything that I can add. And there it is there. I want to be able to do a screen recording. So I'm going to click to add screen recordings, and now they will sit here at the top. So after that, what we can do is go back out to where we were before. And what you should notice is that if up here where you've got the time, or not the time, sorry, like how much battery you have and how good your internet is, if we pull down, we bring up the Control Center, and you see this option here, which is to screen record. So that one there is our big one that we want to be able to do. Now, it's not going to show whilst I'm airplaying this onto my screen to record it, but essentially when we click on that, it will give you that option to record. It'll also give you that option to include audio or to not include audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off from the camera so I can record it, and we'll put it back up. So we're going to tap to record. It gives you a bit of a 3-second countdown, and then you are recording. So we'll tap out of the screen. We'll then tap on Minecraft. Minecraft will do its quick little load here just to reboot. And then I can come back. And then I, as that student, I might come in here and then provide that explanation. So I might come down to explain my boat and why I've built it and what's happening in that space and explain it as per usual. Now, for this, then when we are finished, students will need to kind of pause and leave. And then up in the top right corner there, you will see that little record icon. So all we need to do is to tap on that. It will say, would you like to stop the recording? We go, yes, please. Or stop, sorry. And then there it is there. Now, if we tap on that straight away, it will just take us to that recording. It kind of generally starts to start playing, as you can see straight away. And then students have that ability to edit this straight up. So they're always going to have that little record experience at the beginning. And so if I've just jumped ahead there, up in the top, jump back out here, this top corner here, we have this ability to edit. So if I click to edit, I can then trim here. So if I, play my video and I go, okay, this is when I started talking now. Okay, I can pick this up. I can drag my bar over to where I was. And the same again, you always end up picking up that how you stopped, and we can pull that in. Now that might not be a real big deal breaker for you, okay, but you can definitely tidy things up and clean things up. And you've got more functionality in here, obviously being an iPad and what the iPad can offer you additionally. Now, when you're finished, if you've trimmed it, you can either just save that video or you can save it as a copy. Normally, we'll just want to save, and then there is our video from there. And we have our options to airdrop or submit in a team's assignment, however it is that you collect student work.